Disney Plus curse. I think everyone would agree, and people are finally discussing how Disney Plus has devalued Marvel, Star Wars, and all their brands. This is a story from The Wrap. I believe there are notes for this, Badger. If you would, let's go.
In early July, at what was supposed to be a celebration for the Fantastic Four first steps, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige instead addressed a tough truth. Disney Plus had hurt Marvel's brand. Following Avengers Endgame in 2019, Marvel entered an experimental phase with Disney Plus, pushing for aggressive content expansion. This led to audience fatigue, confusion, and declining box office performance. Feige pointed to the Marvels as a prime example, saying viewers recognized Brie Larson from the $1 billion Captain Marvel, but skipped the film because the other leads were Disney Plus characters. People are like, okay, I recognize her, but who are those other two? I guess they were in some TV show. I'll skip it. He admitted bluntly, the expansion is what devalued the Marvel brand. There was a mandate that we were put in the middle of. This overproduction problem wasn't limited to Marvel. Star Wars and Pixar were also hit hard. Disney's streaming first strategy, while initially boosting subscriber numbers, reaching 94.9 million in 14 months, diluted the prestige of major brands. Star Wars viewership steadily declined from The Mandalorian's billion-minute weeks to Skeleton Crew not even making Nielsen's top 10. Pixar's once unshakable reputation faltered after sending Soul, Luca, and Turning Red straight to streaming, conditioning audiences to skip theatrical releases. As one producer put it, given the quality of the Marvel Disney Plus output has been incredibly mediocre, it's dragged the entire brand down. People don't care now. Even box office hits like Deadpool and Wolverine and Fantastic Four succeeded largely because they're disconnected from the Disney Plus continuity. Meanwhile, Pixar's Elio became its worst ever performer, and Marvel films like Captain America: Brave New World and Thunderbolts underwhelmed financially. Disney is now pulling back, reducing Disney Plus originals, prioritizing theatrical releases, and trying to restore less is more exclusivity. The hope is to turn the service back into a curated library rather than a constant fire hose. As Star Wars author Dan Zier said, to me, Star Wars is a dining experience. It's not fast food. When you make it like fast food, it suffers.
It's like Spotify for Disney. I remember when a Disney movie was an event. Do you remember It's Going Away into the Vault? Bambi, now, like the scarcity of Disney made it special, and the ancillary market, whether it's Blu-ray or whatever, Disney could just end their streaming service. You know how lucrative their content would be on other platforms. So, is Disney is this like a case of self-immolation? Have they killed the Disney brand with Disney Plus? All these other brands.
No, they killed the brand with bad movies and bad TV shows.
Yeah, that's true too.
Look, he points out that because Soul and Luca went direct to Disney Plus, having forgotten that there was a worldwide pandemic that prevented them from even showing up in a movie theater. And also, it's clear that Disney has yet to learn its lessons from its failures and continues to walk down a path thinking that they're doing the right thing when really they're just repeating the problem over and over again.
Well, also, if you look at it's really interesting that they don't treat their Tiffany brands going after Tony Gilroy to make Andor. He's an Academy Award nominated screenwriter and director. And yet they give Leslie Headland a Star Wars show. I mean, okay, she worked on Russian Doll and everything else she did, but why? And I'm not complaining about the kind of person she is. I'm just like, in what in her background screamed Star Wars to Disney? And I mean, I can tell you a few things, but I don't understand why they gave someone like that. When Tony Gilroy says, "Look, I've been looking into rebellions and uprisings and politics my whole life. It's been an interest of me my whole life, and I would like to spend the years I've spent studying this and use Star Wars as the vehicle." When you watch the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, you have to ask yourself, why is a young Princess Leia in this show? Why?
Yeah.
What
Yes.
does that have to do? What does it have to do with Ben Kenobi?
What's your point, Rob? How did they not catch this at the script phase? How did they not read the script and say this isn't Star Wars?
Well, that's another
because
problem.
they were entirely politically and ideologically captured by people that don't respect the source material, like the source material, or the fans, and they were completely fine with their propaganda and trying to replace us all. Sorry, Robert, but that's why.
But at the same time, you could easily read it and know that that's not Star Wars.
No, but they're not.
Yeah.
Smart.
They didn't
don't like
care,
this.
Alan.
The Boba Fett TV show. You know, I find the Book of Boba Fett is perplexing to me, because the idea of a power vacuum created by a criminal leader, Jabba the Hutt, being deposed. We have whether you're looking at Scarface, whether you're looking at Goodfellas, whether you're looking at The Godfather, whether you're looking at Kurosawa or Shakespeare, there's so many great places to look, because Star Wars, after all, he looked to Kurosawa. Why wouldn't you look at Boba Fett and go, let's do the Godfather of Star Wars, and Boba Fett is a man who is going to build a criminal empire up from the remnants of the Hutts. That's a no-brainer to find somebody that wants to do something like that, and yet we got him writing on trying to explain how to. I mean, it was such a weird.
We should have saw Boba Fett with a mountain of spice on his desk and just do a head dive right into it.
I mean, but something along those lines, instead of chasing around droids in a kitchen going, "I am Boba Fett."
It was a Disney
it's
version
such a
of
weird thing.
Underworld.
Yeah, it was, but it was that was a mistake.
Yeah, but Andor wasn't a
you
Disney
destroyed
version.
Boba Fett.
No, that was the point, Alan, is that clearly they can do it, but they did it in such the opposite direction.
Mhm.
Again, you should be able to show it so like adults know what. There's my friend's reading all the legends of dark times before Disney, the stuff that Disney says they don't have. And it's something with Vader having to deal with seeing the Empire sell little girls and women into slavery. And, Anakin was a slave, but it's not so overt. So a kid sees that, just gets weird feelings, knows something bad is going to happen. But
Right.
adults see that, they know very well what's going to happen. But in the Andor, they just say what's going to happen. So there's no
Right.
ambiguity.
But to my point, they are incapable of understanding why something flopped, and then incapable of not doing that again.
Yeah.
They just keep going on that hamster wheel, spinning round and round, and doing the same mistakes over and over again, and blaming us fans as the reason why their stuff doesn't succeed.
Yeah.